Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to Hunky Dory TV. My name's Anne-Marie. I'm going to be looking after you this morning. Feels like forever since I've been here. Just had a little bit of time off in the sun, and I've forgotten what to do. It's been forever. Looking after us this morning is the fabulous Jess. How are you, Jess? Good. You good? Yeah. What's in your little dish? Is that a little satsuma? Oh, and two baby bells. Two baby bells. Oh, okay, that's a bit more exciting. It's a bit more. It's Friday, isn't it? Any demonstration station? It's the fabulous cat. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Nice to see you.
You too.
It has been forever.
I just feel like it.
We have got an amazing new launch for you today. We have got the brand new peel off selection for you today. We've got florals, butterflies, alphabets, sentiments, borders, corners. It's just going to be awesome. But before we get into it, shall we have a look at this week's Win It Weekly? Oh my goodness, look at this for a prize. Look at all your pearl gemstones. Oh, gorgeous. 1,080 gemstones worth £26.91. We have 4 lucky winners. But we would like to know what vegetable was thought to have magical powers on Halloween? Was it A, a butternut squash, B, a cabbage, or C, a pumpkin? I mean, I want to say pumpkin, but I feel like it's a trick.
It seems too obvious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels like a trick.
Definitely.
We got our pumpkins the other day. We went pumpkin picking on Wednesday, and they had some crazy, like, weird, wonderful pumpkins with, like, they looked like they had pumpkins growing out of pumpkins. They were really peculiar, and lots of like bobbly ones. They looked like they had warts. They were a bit You're a bit weird. But let us know what you think the answer is, and we will be announcing those winners today. So this is your almost your last chance. I will give you a reminder later on, but it is your last chance today to get those in. Okay, shall we have a look at some of the amazing finished cards with the peel-offs? Aren't they gorgeous? Love, love, love them. Okay, so we have got for you an incredible bundle. So I'm just gonna show you them like this for now. So you're gonna get 48 sheets of your peel-offs, and you're also going to get that amazing new project book. So this is project book number 2. It is all occasions, so it's got all sorts of goodies in there. So you can get everything separately, okay? So let me give you a flick through the project book first of all. So this is going to be your inspiration. This is going to be your guide to all the different things that you can do with your peel-offs. We've got them using different cardstocks. We've got adorable scoreable. We've got craft. We've got using our peel-off transfer sheets so that you can create those gorgeous gold and silver effects, using them with your cardstocks and papers that you've already got in your stash, your dyes, your inks, you know, absolutely anything and everything. Acetate, they look absolutely incredible on acetate, using the parchment there, our inks. It is jam-packed. It's a 52-page project book with all sorts of projects in there that you're going to be able to recreate once you get these home with your peel-offs. So your project book is available on its own, £7.19 if you're a Diamond member. And then we come to the peel-off. So I'll show you them in the sections. So this one is our florals. This is our floral outlines. And you can see you get absolutely loads on every single sheet. We've got on this one particularly, you've got the large flower there, you've got the vase, you've got lots of individual little flowers, you've got borders, you've got those little kind of tiles at the top as well. So absolutely jam-packed, and every design you're going to get in gold and you're going to get it in silver. So no matter what your preference is, we've got you covered. You've got the large kind of funky daisies, again with some smaller sizes there, so you can layer those up, you can create really cool backgrounds. Again, the gold and the silver. You've got these gorgeous, almost like little stained glass tiles. Really, really detailed, perfect for colouring in. Pop them onto your watercolour card and then bring in your watercolour pencils or your brush markers. We have another, let me see, this way. Another similar kind of design with the tulips there and the roses and like your little gerberas on the end. Again, available gold and silver. We've got the classic rose. I mean, we couldn't do a floral set without the rose in there, could we? It's so beautiful. You've got the hearts on there as well. And then you've got lots of these like kind of little mini rose bouquets included in there too. And then finally, we've got that almost like a little meadow where it's like a border that you can use. You can tile that up. You can create 3 smaller cards, or you can make like kind of one longer DL card. And again, you've got loads of sentiments included on there. You've got best wishes, all my love, have a wonderful day, and happy birthday. So lots and lots of variety in that one. So that is your floral outlines. Again, available on its own, £9.99 or £8.99 if you're a Diamond member. We have also got for you numbers, sentiments and alphabet. So we have got this number, it's such a good size, such a good, I mean, do you get numbers in a font? Like it feels weird saying that, but it's such a good font, you know, it's just really useful, isn't it, for male and female. It's really generic, so you've got all sorts of numbers on there. You do get your ordinals on the bottom as well, so you can create some really fun birthdays, not just the big kind of standard ones. You've got your large sentiments. I love this one because it's so varied. You've got hello, thinking of you, happy birthday, hi, thank you, get well soon, best wishes, and just because. So again, oops, gold and silver on that one. This one is one of my absolute favourites because you've got that beautiful kind of script font. So this one has got just for you, thank you, just because, with love, hello, happy birthday, and then there's another with love, and again some extra bits and pieces like the little hearts and the little daisies. Then we've got our small alphabet. So this one is super tiny. You can hardly even see it on the screen really, it's that tiny. This one I feel is going to be good for like backs of football shirts. You know, if you've got our our Moonstone die set.
That'd be so cool.
They're going to be really cool, aren't they? But for those smaller kind of sentiments, sometimes when you get an alphabet, they can be so big that you can't actually fit your names on the card.
You go over 3 or 4 letters,
Yeah.
you're done for, aren't you? Yeah.
So these are perfect for that. You've got uppercase and lowercase, and again, it's a really handy font because it's just quite generic. You do have some numbers on there as well if you want the kind of smaller numbers. So again, gold and silver. Then we have got happy birthday. This is just an essential, isn't it? We know people use happy birthday so much, so that sheet is absolutely jam-packed. I mean, you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rows of 4. That's maths I can't do, but it's a lot of happy birthdays on each sheet. And then you've also got like your script alphabet as well. This one is lovely because you can actually join these letters up. Again, you've got your uppercase, lowercase, you've got some punctuation down there as well. So it is perfect for a bit of a fancier kind of look. So that one is your sentiments, alphabets, numbers. Next for you, we have got our borders and our corners. This one has got some really gorgeous details in. This one is actually the butterfly corner. I don't know if you can see, there you go, that butterfly design in the corners. And of course we have got some borders in here that you can use to kind of connect those up and create a really beautiful frame. We've got this one which is like a rope border. So you've got like the rope detail down the sides and then the straight edges in the middles. And I love these little rounded little bits down here, so you can create like I don't know what you call them, like it's kind of rectangles but then with like the rounded ends. They're really cool. And again, you've got some little corner details with the rope there as well. This one
for like framing your sentiments,
yeah,
aren't they?
perfect.
Like sentiment frames.
I feel like it's got a name, the shape that I'm looking for, but I can't think what it is. No, I'm just moving on. We've got our daisy border and our daisy corners. They are super cute. Absolutely love that one. It's really, really gorgeous. Then we've got our daisy corner. So you can see you've got those daisy details in there. Really, really sweet. That's going to work really well with those big daisies in the last set. And then we've also got our border. So this has got 3 different widths on there. And you can see it's jam-packed. You get so many on there. But you've got the 3 widths there. You've got the skinny one, the medium one, and I want to say chunky, but it is still quite slimline. It is very, very skinny. Perfect again for creating frames around your work. We made a card last night on Hobby Maker using it around an oval as well, so they will go around corners really nicely. This is your lacy border. It's absolutely gorgeous. Again, you know, just kind of framing your work. It's going to look so, so pretty and delicate. So that is your borders and corners. And then our final set is our dragonflies and butterflies. So you can see we've got the large dragonflies on there. They do come with some little bits, they're like little bits of grass with a little daisy on. It's really cute, it's so sweet. And some extra little flowers and butterflies on there as well. So again, gold and silver. We've got these, when me and Natalie were choosing these, we kind of call these the funky butterflies. Because they're just quite stylised, quite cute. Lots of different varieties on there as well. And I love these little like swirly bits. They're so cute. They're absolutely gorgeous. So we've got the little funky butterflies. Then we've got the kind of solid butterflies. So these do have some texture in the wings, but they are completely solid. So when you peel those off, they're just kind of a solid butterfly, but they do look amazing and they're great for kind of inking over as well. Then we have the large butterflies, a little bit more realistic in the kind of look here, but you're going to get 4 of those large butterflies on each of these sheets. And then we have got a little bit like the solid ones in that they're all the same, but they do have some detail in there as well, so they are a little bit more lacy. So we've got different size butterflies. We've got large ones, we've got the small ones, we've got the kind of like the mediums, and then these are the fancy butterflies. So this one is so fancy. It's got lots and lots of detail within the actual butterfly wing itself. And again, you are going to get some sentiments on here. You've got thank you, get well soon, best wishes, happy birthday. I think that's all of them. And then you get multiples of those as well. So lots and lots going on that one sheet there as well. So that is your complete collection. Okay, so you can get everything individually. But if you want to get everything, you are going to save yourself £18. That is crazy, isn't it? So £37.95 is your normal price, but if you're a club member, you're going to get it for £36.05. But if you're a diamond member, you're going to get it for £34.16 for 48 sheets of peel-offs and your handbook as well. There are over 900 individual elements in that peel-off selection as well. So you can just imagine how far they're going to go, how many cards you're going to be able to make with that. It's just incredible. Let me show you some makes before we go over to our first demo as well, because there's so many incredible cards that the team have made. Look how beautiful this one is, just using the parchment underneath those butterfly wings. It's perfect for getting all of these bits and pieces out of your stash, like your parchment. Your Matastic is going to look amazing as well. Using your inks, this is one that Rachel did. Absolutely love that idea. Colouring them in with your craft markers as well. One of my absolute favourites that Amy did when she was making this, because I sit next to Amy, I was like, oh my goodness, that is so clever. She's actually used the waste of those solid butterflies to create that background. It's such a cool idea. This one I loved as well. Look at all the colours. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here we are using them on acetate.
So pretty.
So pretty, isn't it? So delicate. The colour looks so intense when it's on there, but then when you open that card up, you get that really beautiful kind of stained glass effect. It's just stunning. Again, using your craft markers, they're just going to work so perfectly with your peel-offs. This is really clever as well, so using the inners and the outer there to create that effect. We have this one. Let me just jazz up his wings a little bit because he's been in a box. He's been in a box all night, but just adding some dimension using your acetate there as well. This is the one that we made on Hobby Maker last night, using that skinny border to create a frame and using all of those happy birthdays to create a background. So again, just another way of using your peel-offs. This one as well we did yesterday with our inks and using them as a mask. But it's not just cards. Look how cute this looks. How gorgeous is that as a little home decor piece. And this as well, you know, decorating your bits and bobs for your bathrooms. It looks so sweet, doesn't it? So stylish. And then this is absolutely everybody's favourite thing in the world. Cat's construction glue.
And we are going to demo this for the second demo, and we're going to give it away to someone.
I'm so excited.
We are going to put somebody, did we decide whoever wins the spin the wheel? Then, well, obviously we'll have your name and we'll
Kat's going to personalise
Yeah.
a construction glue for you. So if when you do the wheel, you're going to get this, well, the one that Kat makes, with your name on it. Oh my gosh. So exciting. Okay, I'm coming over for a demo.
Okie dokie. So, I was spoiled for choice. There's just so much.
I know.
It's so hard to cover everything in 3 demos, but we're going to start with something on the simple side. Taking some lovely black, because the combination of black and gold, as you know, is one of my all-time favourites. So we're going to do a nice 7x7 card and just build up some layers. So I'm going to do a nice layer to start off with of 7x7 for my background, and I think we're going to leave that as is, and then hopefully out of this piece I can get a 4x5 so we've got that section there, and then I'm going to have to use another piece of card. We are going to go, I think it was 3.5 by 5.5, but we'll make it work, whichever. And these are the 2 sections we are going to work on. So I have pulled out, I've got those lovely swirly sentiments there. I've got the one with the beautiful flower design
so
on.
Cute.
I've got some corners if I can fit them in, and some sentiments. So
you're going for everything.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure where we're going to go, but we will. We'll see
somewhere.
how it finishes up. Yeah. So first of all, I'm going to take my 5x4 inch piece, and we are just going to start layering up, making kind of like our own scripty background.
Okay.
Now, don't get too hung up that the words don't necessarily make sense. It might be a happy birthday and a just for you and a thank you, but it's mainly going to be covered. It's more to give that scripty effect. So we just take these off.
Your 3-in-1 die brush is also going to be your best friend.
Yes,
with
definitely.
your peel-offs.
And we're just going to start layering these up. And it's great as well, if you have any little bits that are left in, you can just poke them out so easy like that. And don't be afraid to come off the edges, because we can go back and take them later.
Professional finish, I feel, doesn't it, when you go off the edges? Because if you were going to buy a background paper that's like this, it wouldn't stop at the edges.
No, definitely not. So we're just going to layer these up. And like I said, I'm waiting and I'm taking my little bits out once they're on the cardstock. I find it easier just to do that and peel them away than doing it when you've got them off your sheet. So we've got a happy birthday, and we'll go with love. But what you can do with these as well, you don't have to use the full thing all in one go. So we can take the width, like over this bit here, bring it down a bit because I need to go that. We can trim that to the edge there, and then come back, just trim it. So we've still got a little bit of that flow coming off the love. And then place that underneath. Cute. So don't think. And the same again, once you've filled the whole thing, any little bits that you cut off, you can go in to fill in any little gaps. Yeah. Now imagine I filled that whole thing up.
Imagining.
Yes, I will. There's maybe one I've done earlier when we get along. I've then gone on to my lovely border strips, and these are so handy for creating like those full mat and layer backgrounds.
I love it. I love them so much.
And then all we're going to do is take, I think this is the medium one. I'm going to layer them all up, all the way around. Should have trimmed that off there, but all around the four sides, and you will end up, if I can find it buried in my pile of things I've made earlier. Well, they're over here. You will end up with a
That's exactly what I imagined.
Just like that. That's so clever.
That looks so cool.
We are going to do that.
We were saying yesterday, like, it looks like that's been stamped and heat embossed.
Yeah.
You know, can you imagine?
So cool.
Getting it to look that good. And I feel like I'm quite an accomplished stamper.
Yeah.
But I still would end up with embossing powder everywhere. It wouldn't look as neat. Yeah. It's just so much easier, and especially if you don't have all the equipment.
Definitely, yeah. It's a great place to start, and a great way to like start playing around with your ideas and your layouts that you can then transfer later on. So with the slimmer piece, I have just gone round. I've already put my border in this one.
How good does that border look?
It does, doesn't it? It's so much fab. So just for framing sentiments and things like that.
Yeah. And it's going to save you on, I mean, you know, we love mirror card, don't get me wrong, it's not a replacement, but if you're maybe sending cards out and you don't want to have the weight of your mats and layers, then this is an ideal way of getting that look, but without the weight and the cost as well.
So I'm just going to lay that down.
Oh, it looks so good on the black.
It's just so stunning, and it's so easy to do. The effect that you get,
it's beautiful.
Just so pretty. And then I'm just going to check if there's any little bits that are pipped in.
Your crafty burnishing tool is also going to be your best friend.
It is, definitely. And let's see if we can pop in any of these, if they will fit.
And you can always snip into them as well, can't
Definitely.
you? You know, if you've got something that's a bit too big for where you want it to go, have a look and see if you can like snip around it a bit.
So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to layer it up just over.
Just off the edge.
Off the edge, so we still get that look.
Nice.
And when it comes off. And then we'll go the opposite corner. Up here. And I love how well, I mean, these are from 2 different packs. How many different packs are we using here? But everything mixes and matches.
That's something
so well together.
We really try to kind of make it possible. Like I said, myself and Natalie chose all the designs for this, and we did just want to make sure that you could mix and match really well. Oh, that looks so stunning.
Do something like this, but we've got 2 gaps here, so let's see if there's a border we can chuck in somewhere. But I don't know. Let's go with these little daisies while they're on here. We can run these across. We'll just remove these off. And now we know pretty much where we want them to go. And again, and I love that you have got that kind of, it's not necessarily wiggle room, but until you go down and give them a really good burnish, you can relift and just adjust until you like, and then when you're happy with the placement, which I'm not, this keeps turning up there. There we go. You can then, once you're happy, go in with your burnishing tool and the down.
I have to line mine up on the mat because I get them wonky every time. I just don't think my eyes see straight.
Mine probably are, but... And then we'll do one at the bottom as well. Or should I? No, I'm going to leave a gap at the bottom so I can pop my sentiment on. So let's put this one down flat. And then we can raise our other one up on some foam pads. And the beauty of it is you can see how quick that's come together. Okay, I prepped that a little bit.
Yeah.
But it'd only take you a few minutes more to do it.
Yeah.
And you can make something so beautiful and stunning in such a short amount of time. And relatively mess-free. So like you said before, yeah, you could probably do this with your stamps and embossing powders. But as I'll go on to prove in a demonstration later on, how much mess you can make. The mess I made yesterday prepping the one that's coming up later. It was messy.
It was messy.
But it was worth it. I hope you'll agree.
But that's the main thing, isn't it?
So we're going to pop that back up there now. And let's just finish with another sentiment down the bottom. Might go and add a bit more. What's going to fit nice, I think Just Because is a...
Nice.
Although we have got Happy Birthday on there, but let's do my Because first so I know how much room I've got to play with. It could be just because it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
At least you've not gone get well soon. That's something I would do. Like, I don't always think about what I've done in the background and then stick like thinking of you one or something. Oh, it looks so pretty.
Right, now you could go in and add some gold gems. I'm just going to put it down to my card. You could border up your edges if you wanted to. But like I said, the handbook is essential because it shows you so many wonderful fancy things that you can do with these. But I did just want to show you one, but it's just a case of peeling them off and sticking them down. I mean,
without being rude, this is them in their most basic format, isn't it? Like literally taking off the sheet, popping onto cardstock. It looks absolutely stunning. And how different would that look if you did that onto craft card, if you did it onto, you know, one of your coloured adorable scorables? You know, you're going to get a different look every time. So you can replicate that layout and that design just using different cardstocks and it's going to look completely different. Okay, let me just run through our other bits and pieces. So we have got for you today as well the peel off transfer sheets. These are fantastic. If you're wanting to create those kind of two-tone looks, you want to, I use them a lot for, let me just find the card that we did yesterday, this one. So I use them to actually pick up those happy birthdays and place them back down, because quite often on your peel off sheet, the sentiments are absolutely perfect. They're lined up. The spacing's ideal, so you can use this to pick your sentiments up and then place them onto your card, but you can also use them to transfer bits and pieces. So on here, for example, where we've got the silver outline, you can then go in and pick up the gold bits from the inside and place it back in. So they're absolutely perfect for those kind of tasks. If you want to do any of those designs, they are essential. Just £3.59 if you are a Diamond member. You are going to get 4 sheets in there as well, and they do last. It isn't like a one use and then you know it's done. Keep reusing it until they stop being sticky, essentially. That's, you know, as soon as it's not picking up the same, you know you need to use a new piece. But you can cut them down to the size that you need. They're just perfect. So £3.59 for those. And then I'm just going to quickly run through the Christmas selection for you as well. So this is the original peel off project book. So this is the Christmas version. So we launched these back in July, and there are so many, again, different ideas. Some of the techniques might have been crossed over, but it's more, it is a project book, so it's more about the ideas and the different cards that you can make using your peel offs. So the project book, again, available on its own, £7.99, £7.19 if you are a Diamond member. And then I will just go through all of the sets for you. So this is your borders and corners. This is set 1. This is, I don't want to peel them off, but this is the skinniest little border, and it has like it's got like almost like a little bevel to it. It's so delicate, it's so detailed. Let me see if we have a card. Here we go. This is that border along the bottom there. How gorgeous does it look? It's so delicate, it's just beautiful. So that one is that border. We also have the holly border, absolutely gorgeous. We have got the star border, which has got all sorts of different little stars in there. Perfect for kind of celebration cards as well, not necessarily just Christmas. The same with this one. This is our bubble border. Let me show you this one. That was on that bauble one that we just seen there. Absolutely gorgeous. We also have the star corners, little shooting stars. They're super cute. And then we also have the holly corners as well. They're also just really, really simple, great for connecting up with your borders to create that frame effect. So £8.99 for set 1. Set 2 is our embellishments, I want to say. Yeah. So you have got the poinsettias in the silver and in the gold. Look how many you get as well. There's absolutely loads, isn't there? And you're getting loads of little tiny stars dotted around in there. I do love that every single sheet is like jam-packed. Let me just flip those bells up the right way. The bells are going to be great for weddings as well, because there's nothing Christmassy on there. I was just checking there wasn't any like cheeky holly or anything in there, but there isn't. They are fabulous. We've got the large snowflakes, obviously with some smaller ones included in there as well. And then we've got the absolutely crazy snowflake sheet. There are hundreds on there. There's so many, all sorts of different sizes again. Even in the space, you've got tiny little stars and tiny little like snowballs. They are fabulous. You've got your little holly sprigs. They are super cute. And you've also got those stars, and these stars have each got an outline and an inner, so you're getting as many stars as you can see there. You're getting an outline and an inner for every single one, so you're almost getting double of your stars. So that is set 2. Set 3 is our sentiments. So in here we have got the large scale Happy Christmas, with all sorts of different kind of layouts. You've got the little Christmas trees on there as well, and then we also have the large scale Merry Christmas, because we know that everybody likes to use Merry. You know, if you may be religious, you prefer to use Happy Christmas. We've got Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and again you could switch out that Merry, use the Happy if you just want to do Happy Christmas. We have got Happy Christmas, Season's Greetings, Merry Christmas, a little bit of everything on there, again in a couple of different fonts as well. Then we have got Season's Greetings, top to bottom, absolutely tons of those, with your little stars included in there as well. And then we've got those kind of Season's Greetings like plaques, and again they've got those gorgeous little corner details with the bells on. They're so sweet, and they're almost like a statement sentiment. They're perfect to use as like the main focus of your card. They're absolutely gorgeous. So that is your set 3. And then set 4 is our kind of outlines. These are like your kind of main focus, if you will. So you've got your Christmas trees, again lots and lots of extra bits and pieces on there. You've got your reindeers. They come with a couple of borders on there as well, but they're so stylized. They've got those kind of snowflake cutting details in them as well. We've got the robin with the snowdrop, and loads of sentiments to all the families. Christmas, have a wonderful Christmas, seasonal wishes. And then those are all repeated on there as well. You also have your baubles. Love those. Great for colouring in as well. You've got some really lovely kind of open spaces. We've got the little cabin in the snow. Absolutely gorgeous. All that snow around it. So you could take that outline and then pick all of those dots up with your transfer foil and like literally replicate that on your card and make 4 cards with that one. You've got your Bethlehem scene as well, like your stable there. You've Mary Joseph. You've got all the other wise men. You've got the sheep as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. You've got the big stars, and you've got the angel and the dove at the top too. So it's absolutely beautiful set, that one. Again, £8.99. But we are going to match that amazing price of that bundle as well, where you're going to get the handbook and all of your stickers for just £34.16 if you are a diamond member, or £36.05 if you are a club member. Let me show you some more cards. I'll just bring this one back in and show it you properly so you can see how that works. Isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous idea. This one is just using those stickers straight onto your mirror, so your black mirror. This one is stunning. This is using the waste of the outline peel off. So think about how you can, you know, you can double the number of cards you can make with some of these stickers. This one is just using that border and colouring it in. This is gorgeous. I love this one. Using it with our shimmer card, it looks so beautiful. Using them as a mask again, that holly border. And we have another bauble one here, which just looks fabulous with our duo design paper pads. Have a think about all the stash that you've got at home, all your paper pads and things like that, and how you can just peel them off and stick them onto there and cut them out. It just instantly changes how they look. They are wonderful. Okay, Kat, we're coming for our second demo.
Okie dokie. Well, we are going to have a play with our construction glue bottle. So
Yes.
this is the ultimate one, the really big one, just to give you a bit more surface area. Now, all I've done is soak this in a little bit of hot water to get my label off. This little bit is a bit tacky here. If you've got more time than me, or you've got some sticky stuff remover, you'll be able to get all this off completely. But just for a warning, for whoever wins it, I've got
it's a little bit sticky.
But again, it just helps with the adhesion. There's no problem. So that's all I've done to prepare my bottle. And then it's just a completely up to you how you want to decorate it. So you can see I've gone in, I've started colouring some things. I've got the daisy borders again, I've got some strips, and I'm just using our Prism craft marker. This is the 489, because this is one that I find matches the colour the best. But again, totally up to you. You can go completely however you want to do it, but me being me wants to keep everything on brand, and that's what we're going to do. So we're going to take a couple of these so you can use your chunky edge. You can see just how easy and the colour payoff you get, especially on your silver. Your silver's better for like your cooler tone colours, and your gold's great for your warmer tones. It just really enhances it. So we'll colour in a couple of these. Again, this isn't going to be the most complicated demo, but it's Friday and I felt like giving something away.
Why not? That's what we do on Fridays.
Yeah. But I want to join that party as well. So let me find where the strips are. What am I doing with this pen? There we go. And we'll colour a couple of these in as well. And these would be great gifts to make for like your crafty friends and things like this.
Oh, definitely.
And you could go ahead and you could personalise everything. Think about your tape runners, your craft glue. Absolutely.
Super exciting. Once you get these home and you start having to think about all the things you can do, you're just going to be stickering everything.
Definitely. And then I've gone on to, what did you say you called these? The funky ones?
Yep, funky butterflies. I don't think that's their official name.
It's a good name though.
Yeah. And
like I said, we're just going to pick out a couple of those twirls, some of the flowers that we can just add in later on. And I've already gone ahead and I've coloured in the letters that I need for construction glue, and then later on when the show's done we'll add your name and I'll do that in the smaller alphabet as well. So it's just a case of getting decorating now. So let's start.
I love this.
With,
how many of you got construction glue at home? You're all going to be doing this. It's great if you go to classes and stuff, isn't it, as well? You're like, oh no, that's my construction glue you have there.
100%. And I'll just take this round, and like I said, you've got that wiggle room, so it will come, and then you can just layer that up. You kind of got a little bit of stretch, so you can just place them over each other as well. It's not 100% straight, but whoever wins is getting a cat special.
It's a unique project.
Absolutely. You can by all means pick it apart and do it again. I won't be offended. And we'll do it on the bottom. But already, I think it just looks so much fun.
It is. Just that alone looks great, doesn't it?
Well, this is it. You could just do this above and below the label if you wanted to. You don't need to do that. Let's add some of our thicker strips.
And they are great peel-offs for like kind of rounded things like this. Think about like glasses. I saw a comment from someone earlier saying that they've used them to decorate like glasses. You know, it's great if you're maybe having a party so everyone knows whose glass is whose as well. You know, I know you can get like the little charms, can't you? But this is such a fun way. And we were talking about this yesterday and saying like at Christmas you can get all those like Christmas glasses and Christmas cups and things like that. But you might not be able to afford to get everybody one of those.
No.
This is a great way of doing it because you can always take the peel-offs off and do a new design next year.
Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, you could use them for your place settings. You could put your name onto your glass and have that as your place setting. It'd be so, so cute. And like you said, and then you can maybe add a Christmas element, but then take that off later.
Yeah.
And just put them back in your stash. So we're just going to go round here. And then I did an extra so we can just join these up. Because they're really good for like doing those seamless finishes as well. They mix and match together so well. I'm going to take that, just take it a little bit over the top, trim it down.
So that price of, if you are a diamond member, which I know lots of you are, as a diamond member, if you take off the $7.99 for the book, that would take your price down to £26.17. So then that works out, if you divide that by 48, that works out at just 54p a sheet of your peel-offs.
Wow. And when you see what if you broke that down per element, it would be, you basically get it for free.
I'm going to go there, Kat. I'm going to go there. So £26.17 divided by, I'm going to go 900 because I can't remember what it was. It was like either 950 or 980. So let's go 900 to be safe. 0.02p.
Wow.
So when you're looking at adding this as a personalised element maybe at your craft fairs and things like that for names and numbers, you could put that like as a 50p extra, but it's literally cost you like 10p or something, you know, it's next to nothing.
So I'm just kind of eyeballing this one here. You could easily go in, take one of your like really skinny strips, pop it down and use it as a guide, and then you can just take it away afterwards. I'm just going to put a couple more letters down. I've not left room. I need to bring this lower down. I need to bring this to the middle. I've not left room for your personalisation. I'm naughty. We'll just bring this down. I'm going to add a few little details to the side, and then I will finish the rest off camera. And then we can get to the next part of the show, and then some messy crafting later on. So we've got the con there. Let's go in. We can put a few little daisies, a few little swirls around the sides. And I promise I will make this as pretty as possible for whoever that it's coming to later on. But you've just got a basic idea. But again, it's going to be half an hour project, and you're going to make yourself something so fun. So
and
cute.
Doing it on the big bottle as well is that you can just keep that bottle and keep filling it up with your smaller ones, can't you? Definitely. It's not like you have to throw it away or anything.
No.
It's so cool. Love it. Okay, I was totally engrossed. I'm not even ready. Bear with. Let me get some bits and pieces, because we've got some kind of extras that we feel are essential alongside your peel off. So first up, oh no, Win It Weekly reminder. Let me just do that first, because that is nearly time. So our Diamond Sparkles Pearl Bundle is up for grabs this week. 4 lucky winners, but we would like to know from you, what vegetable was thought to have magical powers on Halloween? Was it A, a butternut squash, B, a cabbage, or C, a pumpkin? Let us know, and we'll be announcing the winners very soon. Okay, 3-in-1 die brush, usually £11.99, but it's on offer. It's just £9.99. What's this cheeky little promo? That's exciting, isn't it? You can grab that this week for just £9.99. Imagine personalising this. Look at all that space you've got there to add your personalisation with your stickers. How cool is that going to be? I can just imagine everybody now getting these, getting them back, and just like labelling all their craft tools up with their peel-offs. It's going to look amazing. We also have the craft knife and blade bundle for you. So it's going to come with 2 extra packs of blades. You do get 5 in each of those, yeah, so 10 blade and 2 in there as well. So 12 blades total. For just £7.99 if you're a Diamond member. That's an incredible price, isn't it? You're already making a saving on that bundle as well. So amazing offer. Grab that one as well. It's always worth having another one because you never know when you're going to need it. Your crafty burnishing tool, we said again, this is going to be really useful to have while you're using your peel-offs. Just £3.59 if you're a Diamond member for that one. And then our rainbow scissor set is £14.99 for all 3 pairs of your scissors. You might want to keep one of these just for using with your peel-offs because obviously they are sticky. You know, your blade can get a little bit sticky. They're easy enough to clean up though as well, but you might just want to have 1 pair of scissors that you use just for stickering. So £13.49 if you're a Diamond member for those. All 3 pairs as well, which is amazing. And then let me just go through, I don't know where I put them, Jess. Here, I've buried them, I've got them. Just go through that new selection of peel-offs for you again. So this is the Ultimate Collection 2, so £34.16 if you're a Diamond member is going to get you all of these incredible stickers. This is our floral outlines, and I just love the variety that we have in here. It's not all, you know, like kind of the stained glass look. It's not all really fancy florals. We've got some funky ones in there as well. We've got some traditional ones. We've just got so much variety within this one set, and each design you are going to get in the gold and the silver. So that one is your floral outlines. Next for you we have sentiments, alphabets and numbers. So you can see you've got your kind of, I want to say larger numbers, but they're not massive. They're probably only about just over a centimetre tall, I'd say. And then you've got your ordinals along the bottom there as well. You're also going to get your large sentiments with a real variety within that one sheet. Your happy birthday, thank you, get well soon. You're going to get that beautiful kind of script design, which we absolutely love. That's the one, of course, there in the gold that Kat used to create that background. We've got our letters. We've got the kind of smaller, like kind of blocky ones, if you will, here. We've got our happy birthday, the full sheet there in gold and in silver, and we also have that script font for you too. Then we have the borders and corners. Oh, let me put those out of the way before we get all muddled up. We've got our butterfly corner. So you've got, you know, you've got enough to do 3 cards with the butterflies in all 4 corners there. It's just such amazing value, isn't it? You've got the rope border and some straight edge borders in there as well. You've got the daisy border, also comes with the little daisy corners so that you can join them up and create your frames. You have got your daisy corner. Again, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So, oh, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was just counting them in like the chunks. So you've got enough to do 2 cards there with all 4 corners. But then you do also get these kind of smaller bits and pieces here that you could put into the opposite corners if you just wanted to use 2. You've got your super skinny slimline borders that we love. And you've also got that gorgeous lacy border, which is just so pretty and delicate. So that is set 7. And then finally, this is set number 6. This is your dragonflies and butterflies. So you've got your large dragonflies there. Again, really, really detailed in the wings. Lots going on there. You've got your funky butterflies. Their official name, I think, is various butterflies.
Funky's better.
Funky's way better. We have got these kind of solid silhouette butterflies, but they do have that detail. If I just bring this in to try and show you, it's almost like a texture rather than kind of cut out. It's really, really beautiful. So that's those kind of silhouette butterflies there. This is also the one that Amy used to create that card where she just used the waist. We've got the large butterflies, which I like to say a little bit more realistic. We've got the kind of medium butterflies. Again, absolutely loads on there. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 33 butterflies on that one sheet, in silver and in gold. And then you've got the fancy butterflies. So these, let me see if I can show you all the detail in there. They are so stunning. And again, you've got some extra sentiments in there as well. So also £8.99 if you're a diamond member. But if you want to get everything, and you want to get the education in there as well, you can get the handbook on its own, but the best price and the best value is definitely to get this alongside the new Peelos for just £34.16 if you're a diamond member, or £36.05 if you are a club member. We don't want anyone paying £37.95. If you're watching us for the first time and you're thinking, well, how do I get those lower prices? You just head over to our website. It's free to join Club Hunky Dory. You just pop in your email address, set yourself a little password up, and you'll instantly get 5% discount off everything on the website. You can then also sign up for a diamond membership. That's just £19.99 for the year, and that is going to get you 10% off all orders, but it also gets you a gift worth £19.99 as well. So you're winning either way. You're saving money either way. So just, you know, definitely if you don't want to do the diamond membership, definitely get yourself signed up for free and save that 5% straight away. And then when we do double discounts and things like that, you'll save even more. It is fabulous. I've got some more cards here. Let me show you some of these. We made this one like literally in about 4 minutes last night at Hobbymaker. It was a bit frantic. We've got that one there, just colouring them in black and then using our inks to create a little background. This one is gorgeous. I love how that's been made into like two-tone by snipping into bits and pieces. It's so clever. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this one as well. Look how pretty that looks with the parchment. It's so gorgeous. We've got our classic Beauty and the Beast. We have another parchment one here, stuck onto acetate as well. Let me just give those wings a little. There we go. Look at that. That is so stunning. It's really, really gorgeous. We've got our inners from our daisies there to create that background. That looks really cool. This one is gorgeous too, using those stripes there, those borders to create those stripes. We've got another kind of like a stained glass effect. They are coloured in and stuck on acetate, but then actually just stuck flat down onto our card. It gives it a really cool effect. This one I love with the bunting die. It's so cute. We have another one where we've used them as like a mask with the funky butterflies, keeping those little swirls in. And then this one as well. We made this one on Hobbymaker yesterday as well. Oh no, I've overlapped my foam pads. Oh no, there we go. Absolutely gorgeous with your Duo designs. Okay, we're coming back for our final demo.
Okie dokie. So yeah, for this one we are going to use them more as a mask, but we're going to do some heat embossing with them as well. So, you know me, if I'm going to heat emboss, I'm going to heat emboss in white, and it's probably going to be on craft card. So this is where we are taking it. We're going to take this down to 3 notches under the 5.5 by 5.5. To give us a nice central panel. And then I'm going to take one of my big butterflies of this set here, and this is what we're kind of going to use as a mask. So we're just going to carefully peel that off. And if you are careful with these, you can reuse them a couple of times as for this. So we're just going to pop that down, give it a little smooth out, but not too much, because we are going to want to pull it off again later. And then for this, I'm using my Versamark pen, so I can get into all those little details, because I want to replicate it across, so I don't just want to go in and cover it all with the ink pad. So you've got 2 ends. You've got the brush or a slightly firmer one, which is what I'm going to use. And then it is a little bit of a process. Like I said, I made quite a bit of mess having fun with this yesterday. And because we're going on to quite an absorbent cardstock like craft card, I recommend that you do it in smaller sections, because by the time you've coloured everything in, little bits can be dry, but it does give you can see how it's picking up slightly darker, so you can see you've got an indication if things are drying out. So let's get that bit of scrap back, and then I'm just going to take this, I'm going to put my embossing powders over while it's still on, obviously, because we're working our way round. Give that a little pat down, pop it onto here, and as I learned yesterday, I'm going to tip and go as I go. Don't worry that it looks a little bit messy, because we are going to peel this off afterwards. And it is really good, and you can go right up to those lines because you've got that really nice border. And I love the effect it gives you on here, because it's quite skeletal, but in a nice way, if you know what I mean. It's delicate, it's so we'll do it a little bit more. And I am going to do all this. I know I'm repeating myself, but at least you can see one done from start to finish. I won't do the whole sheet like I did yesterday. Just keep repeating the process, popping it over. Oh, that air conditioning, sending it for a little. Please, I was meant to go over. I got it out ready and then completely forgot. The anti-static bag.
That's
as well.
what I do, Kat.
And then I always have like a dry brush on standby as well, and it's easier to get in and get those bits from round the side while your peel off is still on there as well. So just keep going back and forth. Like I said, I feel like my second demo was quite quick, so I'm going to do the whole of this.
Debbie has said it would be good to use a white gel pen as well.
Yeah,
if you want it for a different look.
Yeah, go in and colour it in. And not just your gel pen, you could go in with all your beautiful multicolours. Yeah. Your brush markers, your prisms. You could even go in like with the fine line of your brush markers and like Zentangle it, which would be incredible, because you've got those lovely nice neat edges there to go up against as well. So like I said, the only limit you've got is your own imagination. There's so many different things. It's so hard to show you all the wonderful things you can do with them in 3 demos.
Maybe we need to plan them in for a Technique Tuesday. Yes. So we can do a little bit more technique focus.
Again, just pop that
down. This is going to look so pretty.
Take that off. On things. Look at me tidying up after myself. I'm so wow. Oh, let's make that. And then again, your pokey tool is going to be essential. Just be really careful.
Are you peeling off while it's still?
You can do it.
I wasn't sure if you were doing it the other way.
I have done it. The reason I'm choosing to do it this way, through trial and error yesterday, it means that your peel off becomes more usable again. Because once you will have a little bit of your embossing powder still stuck on there, and if it gets hot it can crinkle and things like that, so it's easier, and it means that you can use your peel off over and over again if you peel it off, but you can just see how beautiful that looks. And then, like I said, just give this a dust off either with your anti-static bag, and then we just go around and pop it on again and do that all over your page so it's full. But we'll just turn this one for you, because I know you lot will never forgive me.
No, we have to see it.
If you don't get to see the process. Should we give this a second to warm up, but we'll get there. Come on. I feel like it's there we go. Once it goes.
Oh, it's amazing. Look how crisp that white goes in those edges.
Is so stunning.
It's beautiful.
And again, this would be another one with like the black and gold or the silver and gold. It's so delicate.
That looks so pretty. I love that.
How cool is that? So it's making sure you remember you can use them as a tool as well, not just a decoration. And when you've all done,
Ooh.
you're going to end up with something that looks like this. And I've just gone round and I've gone with a white gel pen, like you said, just to give me that fresh white border. And then I am going to matte and layer it onto some gold, because we are going to bring in some of the gold stickables as well. I couldn't do a stickable card with, it's not stickable, peel off, get my right terminology, we'll get there. They all stick.
They all stick, they're all sticky, yeah.
And they do work wonderful together as well.
Yeah,
so great
definitely. Oh my goodness, these will look amazing on your printed stickable papers, you know, like just the plain colours. And then you can just cut round them and then stick them on another colour.
Yeah. Well, like I said the other day with something else that we were doing, sometimes you want to craft, you want to make something, but you've not necessarily got something to make. So
yeah.
I find them really useful times for prepping for other things.
Yeah.
So think about making your own foiled stickable sheets,
yeah.
building up the backgrounds, and then just having them ready for when you want to go.
Yeah.
You can just grab
definitely.
it and go.
Just make tons of different backgrounds.
Definitely. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take, because you get 2 of each of the butterflies here, we're going to take the other one and we're just going to lay this one back over the top of that centre butterfly.
Nice.
Just to really, really make that pop. But then we are going to cover it again because I'm being naughty, but we're going to do that. Give that a good burnish down so it's nice and flat. And this is a great technique as well. You could do these and then cut them out as well, and you've still got that lovely, like, more distressed look to your butterflies underneath. So I'm going to take a piece of parchment. And I think, let's start with, let's do 2.5. And we're just going to wrap this around. And I love that kind of like shadow effect it gives under there. Just put a bit of tape on either side. It doesn't have to be too perfect because we are going to sandwich that onto our card blank. And the reason I've put that underneath rather than on top, I did try it both ways, is because I want to go in and put my sentiment over the top here as well.
Nice.
But you could do that if you wanted. You could put your gold layer on top and have the shadow coming through.
Jackie is just like, can you imagine the Christmas scene done like this? It would be spectacular. It would, that country little cottage.
It would be beautiful.
Doing this effect, it would look so cool.
And let's take our happy birthday. And I always like to start with my bigger word first, and then I know.
Just makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it, to figure out where the rest of it goes. Oh, that looks amazing on there.
And that on top.
Beautiful.
And we're just going to pop it onto a 6x6 blank. Should we do foam pads? Should we raise it up a little bit? I don't think I've used a foam pad today and I can't. Oh no, I did before.
You did,
didn't I?
yeah, you did. Are you getting withdrawal symptoms though?
I am, yeah. We need lots of foam pads in our lives.
We do love a foam pad.
I know this isn't necessarily a black card, but I'm obsessed with these black strips at the moment, so I'm using them for everything. There's something so tactile about them.
I know what you mean.
Feel really, really good. Right, let's make sure it's not Australian.
Yep.
That off, and we've just got that little white border just to tie it all in together.
That looks so cool, so different as well. You know, I think it was Michelle who said earlier, she said like she's really glad that we've kind of revived peel-offs because a lot of people look down on them. Yeah. But it's all about what you do with them. Yeah. You know, if you would look at that card and you wouldn't think, oh, that's been made with peel-offs. You know, you'd never, you know, it looks absolutely amazing. And that's the beauty of them. You can, even using them in the most simplest format like Kat did in that first demo, look how stunning that card was and how special it looked. It's still so beautiful. So, you know, just have a go, get them home and have a go because they are just marvellous. And once you get going with them, you'll be like, oh, I could do this and I'm going to try this, and they'll be non-stop then. Honestly, they're just fabulous. Okay, that is it from us today. So, shall we have a look at the Win It Weekly? So this week, we were giving away our incredible Diamond Sparkle Precious Pearl bundles. We had 4 of these to give away, but we asked you what vegetables thought to have magical powers on Halloween. Was it A, a butternut squash, B, cabbage, or C, a pumpkin? It is in fact a cabbage. Who knew? So in certain places in the US, Halloween was once known as Cabbage Night, due to a game of Scottish origin played on this holiday in which women used the stem of this vegetable to predict what their future husbands would look like. I would expect that they'd look like cabbages, but who knows? So the answer was B, cabbage. So congratulations to our winners. We have Gail Pledger, Leanna Hudson, Dorothy Rhodes and Elaine Ward. Congratulations, ladies. You've all won yourself that amazing Pearl Gemstone bundle. Okay, we only have spin the wheel left to do. I need to make some space for that wheel. Oh my word, it was a little bit chaos down there, Jess. You can't hide things behind the wheel because the wheel...
Out of sight, out of mind.
I know, but not on a Friday it's not, because the wheel comes out and all the stuff falls down. There's loads of stuff behind there. Okay, so if you haven't seen Spin the Wheel before, we spin the wheel. It lands on a segment. Are we doing the segment and the construction glue? Are we doing what they win and the construction glue?
Can do.
Yeah.
2 winners.
Or 2 winners?
I don't mind.
Or, Kat, it's up to you. You pick. One
No,
person
don't-
gets
don't
both,
make me
or
choose.
2 winners.
No, one person gets both.
One person
It
gets
needs a little
both.
double extra.
Okay, so whatever it lands on, you win. But as a bonus today, you're also going to get Kat's construction glue, personalised construction glue. So I'm going to ask you a question once I've spun, because I have to spin because I always forget. So I have to spin first, and then I'm going to ask you a question. Ooh. Stamp set, 3 A6 stamp sets of your choice, and Kat's construction glue. But the question is, it's like the best day ever. It's crisp sandwich day. Up north though, it's a crisp butty. We don't do sandwiches, we do butties. What crisps are you putting on your sandwiches? Send in your combos. Oh my goodness, I love a crisp butty. It's like my favourite thing in the world.
I think we need to go out for a multi-pack and some nice white bread and some nice butter. I think we do.
It needs to be done, doesn't it? I must admit, it's very, very yawn, but I love a cheese and pickle with any crisps on. I'm not fussy, preferably Walkers, but I will eat every crisp going. Jess, what's your favourite combo?
Mine is white bread,
Yeah,
lots of butter,
yeah, essential.
just mature cheddar,
Yeah,
cheese and onion. Cheese and onion sandwich.
yes.
But it has to be cooked like have a lot of crisp on it.
Yeah, you've got to have that crunch. I remember years and years ago at Crate and Craft, I cannot remember who the demonstrator was. There was another demonstrator there, and I was putting crisps on my sandwich, and she wasn't from the UK. I can't remember who it was, but she was just like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Girl, you've not lived. You need to try a crisp sandwich." Kat, what's your favourite combo?
Again, it's got to be white bread,
Yeah.
proper butter. Do you like salt and vinegar crisp and like some, like proper thick cured ham and mayonnaise?
Yes. They just make a sandwich, don't they? Well, I was getting trained last week and I got a cheese sandwich because I'm really fussy with pre-packed sandwiches. I can't do meat on pre-packed sandwiches, so I always get cheese. And it was the most boring cheese sandwich you've ever seen in your life. Like, it was barely buttered. But as soon as I put those crisps in, it was banging. It was the best sandwich ever. We've got all sorts of combos coming in. Sausage sarnie on bread or roll, but it has to be thick butter. Those are the rules. Prawn cocktail, cheese and baked beans Walkers with cheese and onion sandwich. We like our cheese and onion sandwiches, don't we? Oh my goodness, Victoria Evans. I make strawberry jam and prawn cocktail butties for work. You may have just pushed it over the edge of slightly different.
It sounds like something Jackson would have.
Jam, strawberry jam and prawn cocktail. That's unusual. That is unusual. What kind of bread do you do? Let us know.
Did it happen by accident?
Yeah, have you
To
done
start
that?
off with?
How?
It's not a logical thought process.
Tuna mayo with salt and vinegar. That sounds good. Ham and ready salted. Has to be cheese and onion. cream cheese with cheese and onion. Oh, cream cheese and with crisp. I bet that's quite nice.
I do just like
Crisps.
on it as well.
Yeah.
Just a plain crisp.
Me too. Have you listened to the Crafting Cafe podcast from Hobbymaker?
No.
So I was listening to it yesterday. So Ellie does it with Scott. So Ellie is one of the producers at Hobbymaker. Scott is the MD. And Ellie is a character. And she'd been to Reading Festival and she was talking about a loaf of bread. And Scott was like, why have you had a loaf of bread at a festival? And she was like, for crisp butties. And I was like, yes, Ellie. Because obviously there's no fridge or anything, so she can't take like fill-ins. So yeah, it was crisp butties. They're winning, aren't they? They're the best. Right, I'm so hungry now. We need to pick a winner. Jess.
Well, we've got one on Facebook.
Who is our winner?
Karen Milne, I think.
Karen Milne.
Yeah, Milne.
Yeah, Milne. And what did Karen want on hers?
Mayo with salt and vinegar.
Yes, I read that one out. Yeah, that is a good combo. There's still lots of other combos coming in.
There was a lot.
Loads and loads and loads. Have we had a reply from Victoria? No, I can't see one. No, I can't see one. But yes, congratulations, Karen. You have won yourself stamps and, of course, Kat's construction glue bottle. Very exciting. Okay, TV schedule. Nat is at Hobbymaker this Sunday. She's going to be with you at 3 o'clock with the brand new Moonstone Dyes Age of Industry collection. Oh my goodness, it's incredible. You're just going to absolutely love it. And then at 5 o'clock, she's back with a masterclass in craft wire, focusing on kind of Christmas gifting. So make sure you tune in for that hour as well. And on Monday, Jess, do I need to dress up?
I don't know. What else is
Whether you're looking for spine-tingling savings or bewitching offers, our spooky show will leave you spellbound. Join myself and Dan on Monday from 10 o'clock for something spooky. Because I'm in on Thursday as well.
Oh, so it's 2 costumes.
Well, no, I'd rather it was neither. I'd rather it was no costumes. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your crisp butties, everybody. And we'll see you at 10 o'clock on Monday.